Alright folks, welcome back to the channel. Today's adventure, Jax and I are in the Black Pond Wildlife Area. It is located in Jefferson County. For me, that would be downstate from me, but it's not quite the central New York, which is, I consider, Syracuse, New York. We are currently visiting family in the area, and we decided to take this morning while everyone was still sleeping and head out on a hike. So today we're checking out the Black Pond Wildlife Management Area. They say it's a decent little hike, so let's check it out. So apparently this is the trail here. I'll wheel the camera around. It looks like an access road to me, but the Black Pond Wildlife Management Area consists of 551 acres of natural wetlands consisting of open water, wooded, shrub marsh and swamp, and something that is very rare for New York State. Now we're onto the trail. Must be they put in a new parking area because they further down the road. So this wildlife management area was designated as a bird conservation area by the state in 1998 because it attracts several species of migrating shorebirds during the late summer and early fall. But there's more to it than just being a bird sanctuary. The trail is a wildlife watcher's delight, as there are raised boardwalks that meander through the flooded woodlands to an observation deck where sometimes you can catch a glimpse of a deer, muskrat, beaver, and sometimes a mink. This is the observation deck, and we do have quite a bit of wildlife swimming around in the water. I could see some splashing around over here. But this is the observation deck. Neat little area to explore here. But let's go check out what the rare part of this trail is all about. So earlier, I said that this has something very rare for New York State. And so far, you're like, well, I haven't seen anything rare for New York State. Well, we are coming on to it. We are heading to the shores of Lake Ontario, and the sand dunes along the eastern shore of Lake Ontario are a huge part of the coastal barrier environment that consists of beaches, sand dunes, and wetlands. This barrier system extends for roughly 17 miles and contains the largest and most extensive sand dune formations in New York State. The lakeshore beach barrier and wetland complexes are very rare in New York State. So now we're getting into the sand dunes. I'll whip the camera around. And you can see there's a lot of sand, and we're gonna go through a dune right up here. Alright folks, well, if you come to this trail, it is a family-friendly trail, absolutely. One good for strollers and young kids. It's an interesting trail that takes you out to the beach. Make sure you bring swimsuits so that you can jump into Lake Ontario. The trail is easy enough to traverse. So if you come, this trail is off on Bolton Road, which is off New York State Route 3 south of Watertown. The trail is dog friendly, as Jack's got the jump ways on Lake Ontario, and now it's starting to warm up here. It's probably about 9:30 or so, and it is, I'm going to say, already 85 degrees out. So I'm going to get Jax back to the truck. The trail is about 2 miles long, mile in, mile out, and bring your bug spray, because there are areas where there's horseflies and deer flies, and they can get aggressive. So now Jax and I are going to head back to our camper. Jax is going to cool off, and we'll find our next adventure. Alright folks, you watched all the way through. Thanks for that. If you liked the video, make sure to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, click the subscribe button down below. Continue to follow the adventure. And remember, folks, tomorrow is no guarantee for any one of us. So disconnect from that Wi-Fi, connect to this out here. You won't be disappointed.